The story itself is based 3 years after the events of Dragon Ball GT, and the story itself is called Dragon Ball After the Future. It's not in the hit canon, meaning that Akira Toriyama didn't write this story, but that being said, it's a manga that has a good storyline and great new characters. With that being said, our story begins. On planet Frieza, one of the soldiers is in shock. Lord EliZ is about to be born. The door of the room opens. In the distance, someone is walking. It's Lord EliZ. They tell him his name. It's given to him by his father, Lord Frieza. He wants one thing, and that's to fight strong opponents. He wants to let loose of all of the power that he has been preserving for all of those years. With that, he goes to a faraway planet to find those strong opponents. And when this new guy has been born, the universe will face a danger like no other. 3 years has passed on Earth since the fight with Omega Shenron. The first one that we get to see is Pan. She's now 16 years old. We get to see her life, how it changed over the years. Now she's respected among the Earthlings. Everyone knows who she is. And we get to see her fighting the Pilaf gang and actually stopping them from robbing a bank. Mr. Satan has found his successor, and that guy is Oop. Now we see Oop, how he's involved in the martial arts tournament. With that, Lord Satan makes him his successor on Earth. He will be the one that will protect Earth from now on. After we get to see that, we get back to EliZ, where he found a planet. But every foe that he faced was weak considering how strong he is. They were far too weak for him. He can't let loose of all the power that he has if everyone he faces dies this easily. But one of the guys with him informs him that there's one Saiyan who defeated his father, Lord Frieza, and that Saiyan is called Goku. He might provide much more resistance than the guys that he has faced before. When EliZ hears that, his interest is piqued. The man that defeated his father. It sounds so interesting to him. Now he sets his eyes on Earth and he will go there immediately. He can't wait to face this guy, Goku. Back on Earth, specifically in the Capsule Corps, Vegeta has trained a lot. Because of his training, he reached his Super Saiyan 3 form. We see him training and he's been training a lot. The issue is that he got used to Super Saiyan 3, but he can't use Super Saiyan 4 without his tail. If he wants to transform, he needs to rely on a machine. But that doesn't faze him. He will get stronger because he knows that Goku is definitely thinking of the same thing. He won't lag behind. On the other side of the city, we see Goten. He started working for the Capsule Corps, which is run by Trunks. At last, we get to see Gohan, who's been a scholar all of those years. But suddenly, he feels something. A sudden key. A key of someone coming to Earth. Vegeta feels it. He doesn't know who this guy is. Even Trunks, Goten, Pan, and Oop feel it. It's EliZ. He's on his spaceship and he reached Earth. He's curious. He wants to see how long can this guy called Goku amuse him. Gohan is flying towards the key. Vegeta is there and even Pan is there. She's not different from Trunks. That's why she's going to fight with them. At last, Gohan and Oop get to the location. Everyone is gathered. Suddenly Vegeta yells, "They are here." From the distance, they see the ship. It's Frieza's ship. Gohan has seen this ship before, and even Goten says, "Is it Frieza?" Which Vegeta replies with, "This guy's key is vastly larger than Frieza's," which now says that his son is way stronger than Frieza ever was. With that being said, EliZ gets out of the ship. So this is Earth, he says. He just wants to find Goku. His henchmen search for his key, but they sense 6 large keys that are very close by. They sensed the defenders of Earth. EliZ asks them, "Who are they?" Which Vegeta tells him that he should be the one that introduces himself. When they get the word that this guy is Frieza's son, what does Frieza's son have on Earth? Which EliZ replies with, "He came to take care of the man called Goku, the one that killed Frieza." So this is a plan for revenge, as Vegeta says, but it's not. All what Frieza's son wants is to fight strong opponents, and he has no interest in revenge. Vegeta, being the prideful Saiyan that he is, he will be more than happy to take him on, since, as he says, he's stronger than Goku, and he will also fight alone. He powers up and starts transforming. He transforms to a Super Saiyan. Then he powers up more and transforms to a Super Saiyan 3. Everyone there is surprised. When did Vegeta learn how to transform to a Super Saiyan 3? His power is amazing. EliZ smiles. He's more than happy to take him on. So Vegeta charges at him and starts exchanging punches with him. He hits him, then EliZ hits back. As Vegeta gets back, he charges at him once more. Now they're both evenly matched. Vegeta gets behind him and tries to strike him from behind. EliZ evades his attacks, then gets a clean hit on him, which makes Vegeta flies to the air, but that doesn't make him stop. He uses the Big Bang attack and fires at EliZ. He deflects it with ease. Vegeta is surprised. What and how did this happen? EliZ doesn't wait. He charges at Vegeta and starts exchanging attacks. They're both now evenly matched. The fight is in the air, but they both get down on the ground. EliZ is happy. He says to Vegeta that he's the greatest opponent that he's ever faced, and he is even worthy. But Vegeta is shocked. This can't be. Frieza's son is far more powerful than Frieza himself. And then Gohan hears a sudden voice, the voice of Piccolo. He talked to Frieza from the afterlife. Frieza and his family come from planet Winter. When someone is born, they cover themselves with ice and enter a thawing period. The longer that it lasts, the stronger the warrior. Frieza himself lasted 5 years, but EliZ's thawing period was over 50 years long, which means that he's at the minimum 10 times stronger than Frieza ever was. Because of that, Piccolo wants them all to fight at once and not make the mistake of fighting alone. Vegeta, being himself, he doesn't want that. He wants just one-on-one fights. With that being said, they both look at each other and the fight resparks. Vegeta charges at EliZ and punches him on the face, then fires a ki blast at him, which he dodges, and in a fast speed he strikes back. When Vegeta gets down on the ground and gets his balance back, he didn't even get a second to breathe. EliZ gets behind him, he throws him to the air, then flies towards him and sends him back again to the ground. He says to Vegeta, "Don't tell me that this was your true power." But this wasn't all of it. Vegeta gives the wave machine to Trunks. Vegeta transforms to a Super Saiyan 4. EliZ is surprised, but he's not afraid. Now, round 2 will start. As they both smile, Vegeta once again charges at him. He punches him and teleports behind him so fast that he kicks him at the same time. Then he fires a giant ki blast at him in the air. The explosion was immense. EliZ is really hurt by that. He can't be this strong. He laughs. He will get just a bit more serious himself. All this time he wasn't even serious. Vegeta thinks that this was just a bluff. But EliZ powers up and transforms to his second form. Now he's gotten just a bit stronger. Tells Vegeta, please don't die too easily. He doesn't even give him the chance. He flies towards Vegeta and punches him. As fast as the punch was, is as fast as he got behind him. He smiles. Then punches him once more and kicks him at the same time. He fires a ki blast at him, taking him by surprise, and teleports once more behind him. He then sends Vegeta flying towards the ground. He's just laying there. When Goten and Trunks see that, they fuse. With Oob, they charge towards EliZ. The only hope for Gohan as he sees it is to transform to a Super Saiyan 4. He gives the wave machine to Pan and she uses it on him. Then he transforms to his great ape form. He fires a beam from his mouth, resulting in a giant explosion. He lost control, but when he hears Pan's voice, he regains that control. And then Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is born. Now they're all gonna fight with each other. Vegeta and Gohan charge at EliZ. The four of them are fighting at once, but EliZ is evading their attacks. Vegeta fires the Big Bang attack. Vegeta has put all of the power in this attack. Then Oob, Gotenks jump in and fires Ki Blast with Vegeta. And the last one is Gohan. He charges a Kamehameha and fires it towards EliZ. A great explosion occurs from the 4 giant blasts. Everyone on Earth think that this is it, that EliZ has been taken care of. From the dust, EliZ gets out. He's not happy. The time of fun has ended. Now, we'll show them his true form. Then he starts powering up and starts changing. He's getting stronger. A great explosion happens when he transformed, and his ki grew. When the dust clears, we get to see EliZ's final form. He says, no need to be frightened. This all will be over soon. Gohan can't believe it. He is smiling, but everyone there is in shock. Even King Kai has felt his presence. He even says that he's just too powerful for them. This might be the end of not just Earth, but the entire universe. On Earth, EliZ powers up more, knocking everyone around him away. The amount of ki he has destroys everything around him. But in that moment, he rushes and punches Oob in his stomach. Oob is really hurting and the blood is coming from his mouth. He sends him away. The ground beneath him gets destroyed. Gohan shouts for Oob, but Oob is unconscious. EliZ smiles and Gotenks goes for him, but he's no match. EliZ just punches him, and then when he's about to get rid of him, Gohan, with every last bit of power that he has, goes in to save Gotenks. EliZ blocks his attacks. They're exchanging punches until Gohan gets kicked by him. He gathers a Kamehameha and sends it. EliZ just smiles and takes it with ease. He laughs and deflects it. It was no match for him. It was a Kamehameha with a full force, and he just deflected that easily. EliZ, as he laughs, he charges towards Gohan and starts bashing him with an attack after the other. Gohan can't take it. With the last kick, he sends him down. Now he can't do that much. As he stands, he even says that he can't win. What can he do now? In the Kaioshin world, Elder Kai and Supreme Kai are talking. They say that there's no hope except reviving Goku. Without him, Earth is doomed. In the fight, EliZ smiling. He fires a ki blast with just his finger, piercing Gohan's leg. Then he fires more ki blasts. They all hit Gohan. Is this his end? When Pan sees what's happening to her father, she can't take it. She rushes and shouts. She goes in with a kick, but with no use. Gohan shouts. He doesn't want Pan to fight because he knows that she won't make it, but she doesn't care. She goes in one more time, but EliZ says she can't run. He will get rid of her now. Gohan wants to go in, but he's just out of power. So EliZ charges one more ki blast. He laughs as Gohan shouts. Then the ki blast goes through Pan's stomach. She falls down. Gohan rushes towards her, but he's just too late. Pan is gone. Gohan can't hold his tears anymore. He starts crying. He's just there holding her. He can't take it anymore when he saw everything that he loved just being taken away from him. His intent changed, and what he feels is just rage. His power starts emerging. He powers up and shouts with every bit of rage that he has. He powers up more. The blast of his power is immense. It knocks Vegeta and Gotenks away, and even EliZ. He creates a giant hole in the ground. From it emerges a new Gohan, Super Saiyan 5. He's holding Pan in his hands. He gives her to Gotenks and stands there against EliZ. After what he did to Pan, there is no way he would survive. This is not the same Gohan that we've used to. He doesn't care. He just wants to get rid of this guy. His anger, he rushes towards him and punches him so hard on his face. Then gives him a left hook and a kick. Now he's not smiling. He's really hurting. Gohan just stands there. He doesn't care because of what EliZ did to Pan. Gohan's anger took over him. Dende is watching what's happening. Gohan, when he lost something that was dear to him, he also lost every bit of reason that he had. The issue is they can't use the Dragon Balls on Earth to bring Pan back to life. So now Pan is gone for good. As EliZ and Gohan stand there, they both go in one last time. But Gohan is stronger. He punches him on his stomach, then on his face. EliZ can't take it anymore. He's not the strongest now. Gohan, all he feels is rage. He doesn't even give him the chance. Then he starts bashing him some more, an attack after the other. With the last one, he sends him back. Then he powers up more. The ki that's coming out of Gohan shakes the whole planet. Eyes with one last attempt, he goes up in the sky and says, "This planet, I will make it disappear," and charges one last attack on his hand with all the power that he has. Gohan tells him that he's nothing but trash. With that, EliZ sends all of his ki towards Gohan, so Gohan charges a Kamehameha and fires it at the same time. His Kamehameha goes through EliZ's attack. It can't be. The Kamehameha takes EliZ by surprise. With that, every bit of him is gone. This is how Gohan saved Earth. After he put everything that he had in his last attack, he reverts back. He's just laying there on the ground, crying. He lost something so dear to him. They decide on going to Dindy's place to heal up. When they go, Dindy heals Oop. And Gohan wants to know if they really can't use the Dragon Balls to revive Pan. With that, Elder Kai contacts Gohan. He tells him that they can't use the Dragon Balls for now. He tells them the story of what happened 3 years ago. When they fought Omega Shenron, Goku died. Shenron made a deal with him. He will lend him his strength in exchange for something else. The situation that was created on Earth must be solved by Goku's hand. And in short, they need to take responsibility for what happened. And the condition is he will help him in exchange for Goku's body. And Goku actually agrees to this. That's when Goku emerged with a spirit bomb and defeated Omega Shenron using Shenron's own strength. After that happened, the negative energy from the Dragon Balls was sealed back inside them, using Goku's positive energy. In short, Goku is now fighting alone to keep the negative energy sealed inside the Dragon Balls. And if they restore the Dragon Balls, an evil dragon stronger than Omega Shenron will be released, and they can't beat him with the strength that they have now. Gohan can't transform to Super Saiyan 5 anymore, because at that moment the death of Pan is what made him go to that state. Now he can't use it again. So Elder Kai has an idea. He tells Gohan and Vegeta that he will train them both to transform to a Super Saiyan 5, and if they succeed, they will break the seal on the Dragon Balls. With that, Vegeta goes to train with Elder Kai, while the others go to break the news to everyone else. When they all get to their homes, they tell their loved ones about the loss, and they are all crying. She was a part of their life. But the following day, Gohan gets ready to train. The training with Elder Kai will now begin. In the demon realm, we see two demons there. One of them is named Chioku, while the other is named Marble. Marble says that it's boring down here. He wants to go and see the outside world. He got bored of this demon realm and he wants to go out. Meanwhile, Goten, Trunks and Oop begin their training. In the Kaioshin world, Elder Kai tells them that if they want to transform to a Super Saiyan 5, they need their tails, and he will gladly take it out for them. That's the first step of their training. Now 2 days have passed, and on Earth a portal has appeared. From it, Marple and Chioku gets out. They're overlooking a city. Marple is fascinated by the sounds of it, but he smiles and draws an attack that creates an explosion that destroys the whole city without a trace. With an evil intent, he laughs. It's truly wonderful, he says. When he does that, the fighters feel it. So Goten, Trunks and Oop rush towards the location of the key. In the Kaioshin world, Supreme Kai introduces us to who is this guy. He says that this guy is Marple, the new Demon King. So Gohan wants to go back to Earth. Vegeta tells them to leave it for the others. They need to train more so they can get stronger. The fighters on Earth are more than enough to protect it. Back on Earth, as Marple and Chioku are flying, they spot a strange key. It's Oop, Trunks and Goten. Trunks tells them that he doesn't know who they are, but he will never forgive those who damage his planet. With that, the three of them power up and transform the demons. Smile. Will Trunks, Goten and Oop be able to protect Earth? With that comes the end of this part of Dragon Ball after the future. The conclusion of Frieza's son's arc and the events that inspired even after that. This was the story of Frieza's first son and the beginning of the story of Dragon Ball after the future. Thank you for watching, and saying that, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.